What's going on, everybody? This is George with Win Your Wealth, and today I was looking at my list of different video ideas, and one of them was around how to pick the best bank account for you. And I was thinking about doing a top 10 like I normally do, but instead I decided to just cut to the chase. And for that, I hope I deserve a quick like for condensing down the information to 2 bank accounts or checking accounts that I would recommend here July 2020. So by now you've read the title, you've seen the thumbnail, you know that I'm talking about SoFi Money as well as the Charles Schwab High Yield Investor Checking Account. Wow, I said that on the first try. That's a miracle. Incidentally, right now I am currently in the market for a new checking account. And also as of today, July 16th, 2020, there was a recent announcement made at one of these companies which I think really tilted the scales towards one of them. But you're gonna have to stick around to the end of the video for that. For now, if you're interested in content around personal finance, money, investing, feel free to hit that subscribe button below. So let's go ahead and get into it. First, I'll talk about the Charles Schwab High Yield Checking Account. Many of you guys are probably familiar with Charles Schwab already, as they are one of the largest brokerage companies here in America. But what you might not know is that they actually have a checking account as well, and a very compelling one actually for that matter. It's a pretty sweet account because there are 0 minimums and 0 fees. There's no minimum requirement or direct deposit requirement to get the 0 fees. This checking account comes with no foreign transaction fees, which means that if you take this account and want to withdraw cash in a foreign country, you won't be charged any additional fees for doing that. This could potentially save you a lot of time looking for very specific ATMs, or you're going to have to go out of your way to find one of these currency exchange places. And those usually tack on a lot of additional fees on top of that. So very useful for people who do international travel. And the other great thing about this is that all ATM fees are completely reimbursable. And this means absolutely any ATM, regardless of whether it's in the United States or whether it's in a foreign country, whether it's at a Charles Schwab or at Allpoint, or just a random ATM that you find. This is a pretty sweet deal. It's also really nice that this is a proven company and has been around for many years. Now let's talk about the cons. Now what makes this an investor checking account is that you also have to open an associated brokerage account with Charles Schwab. The good news is that you don't actually have to deposit anything into this brokerage account, you just have to open one. So I don't really mind this at all and don't really consider it a negative. However, the biggest downside to opening up this checking account is that it does require a hard pull on your credit. This is probably not a big deal for most of you if you guys are not looking at financing a house or a car. But it's just something that you have to keep in mind if you're considering opening this account. Hey, what's up everybody? It's George from the future. So I was gonna post this video on Friday morning, but then last night I was cruising through Twitter and I saw that the Doctor of Credit posted last night that Charles Schwab brokerage and checking accounts no longer require a hard pull. Now, while this is anecdotal evidence, there are plenty of comments in there confirming that people opening these Charles Schwab checking accounts in May are not seeing a hard pull come off of their credit. So this is awesome news and gives another leg up over to Charles Schwab. That's all. So let's go ahead and move on to the SoFi Money account. SoFi Money is a relatively new company, and SoFi Money is not considered a checking account, but rather a cash management account. But for all intents and purposes, it functions pretty much equivalently to a checking account. It's FDIC insured up to 1.5 million, and this is pretty unique. This is because SoFi Money puts your money into multiple different bank accounts. SoFi Money is also 0 fee. There's also no minimum requirements or no direct deposit that's required. This account also has no foreign transaction fees and requires no hard pull for opening the account. In fact, it's really easy to open up an account with SoFi Money. All you gotta do is download the app or go online. It's very simple. But here is the new information that I have for you, and this is the kicker. And this is what's really moving the scale for me to go with Charles Schwab instead. And that is that SoFi Money no longer reimburses all ATM fees. Now they are only partnered with any Allpoint ATMs. And although there are a lot of Allpoint ATMs, it is kind of a minor inconvenience to have to go and find one, rather than just going to one that's really close by to your home or where you happen to be at. This is also a very big negative for those of you that do international travel, and that's because Allpoints are not very common outside of the US. So to me, this kind of negates the point that there is no foreign transaction fees, because if you're going to go to another country and withdraw money, you're going to have to pay that ATM fee. Now you can use a debit card to swipe and make purchases, but in my world, it really makes a lot more sense to use a credit card to do that. The only reason why I would use my debit card in a foreign country would be to withdraw cash. So as a result, I feel like the decision is very clear for me and hopefully for you that the Charles Schwab High Yield Investor Checking Account is the king of all checking accounts. Now, I've done my research across many different checking accounts out there, but nobody seems to be beating Charles Schwab at the moment. So here's my disclaimer, and that is that all of these things are subject to change, but the Charles Schwab account has been very consistent about keeping things the same over the years. So guys, let me know what you guys think about these two checking accounts, and let me know which checking account do you have and which one of these would you choose. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.